Hi folks, and welcome to another edition of My Veg Garden. Today is Sunday the 8th of February. It's about a week since I did the last video. A few things happening today, and also I'm just going to show you what's happening around the garden. So follow me folks. So we're in the shed at the moment. Not really much happening apart from what's growing inside the grow cabinet. Onions here, my red onions and my Stuttgarter brown onions just sitting there, just sort of keeping them nice and cool so they don't start sprouting. Probably in March time I think it is, I'll get them planted into module trays. Probably that sort of size of module tray I think. You can see that's a 40. Just put compost to get them started on so I can get them a head start. Over here my potatoes are chitting away nicely. So the only other stuff is inside the grow cabinet, so let's have a look at the grow cabinet. Here we go. Let's go down here. Right, so these are my giant onions. You can hear that sigh, that I really don't know whether I've done things right, done things wrong. That the cabinet's there, it's need to keep warm for other things, so I'm just going to leave them to grow as they are, and we'll see where we get with them. Probably could have done it better, but hey, we'll wait and see. Other stuff is, let me just pull this tray out gently. These are the first two rows are my Sun Gold cherry tomatoes. Next lot are my medium Alicantes, and I've got some sweet peppers there. I think they're called sweet banana, sort of the more elongated ones. So they're progressing nicely. Probably next week I'll probably plant these onto a bigger pot. I'm just going to leave them at the moment. They seem quite healthy. Really pleased with how they're doing at the moment. Far better than my onions, so I don't think what I began to go through was thinking there was a problem with the lights, but maybe not. So what else I've planted is probably going to be really difficult because I've just popped them in, and it's really difficult to get them back out once I've popped the lights. That one there, I've got pansies and geraniums planted in that one there. Just going to leave them there till they start, and then move them down into more light conditions. I'm due to get some more of the lights anyway. Birthday soon, so spend my birthday money and buy some more of these lights. I'll show them a bit more in depth in a minute. Right, in here I've started off my first lot of cucumbers. I'm trying Fem Spot, let me over here, so that's what I'm trying. Let's see if we can focus in on it better. Yeah, Fem Spot F1, only 5 I got for 99p. I only really need 2 plants, because 2, I think, and generally 2 plants is way enough for everyone. So I'm just going to do, I planted all 5 of them because you can see if so in case any fell. Planted on the side and there and there, and also what I did was, cause as you saw in this tray, you know, there's some of them are not great of those ones. I've got 2, 4, I've got 7 growing there, but if you look at that one there, oops sorry, that one there, are you going to focus? Just bear with me a second folks. There, that one's not that great, that one's not great either. See, about possibly 3 of them are good. I need 6 for the outside, so I've planted another 8 in there, so we'll leave them in there. Right, so let's go. We'll go outside. Just bear with me when I close the cabinet just to keep the heat in. Right, let's go. Let's go for a little wander. Here we go. See, cabbages still going as normal. There's nothing that I just might have planted them a bit too late, but hey, leave them. Nothing happening inside that bed. I've dug some of them over in here, as you can see. Rhubarb. Let's just focus on there. Go to focus today. Oh, there we go. Rhubarb. Now, I've had that several years in that pot, and it comes back every single year. It looks as if possibly it's split, because usually I want to get them out of that area there, but we've got this coming here, so I don't know if it needs a bigger pot, but see, you can see, really pleased with that. So yeah, Nothing happening in this bed here. This bed here, you probably saw it last time, there was a big trough and I was filling it up, a bit like what I'm doing with this bed here. So I've now filled, I was happy enough with how much was in there. I filled it back and just let the creatures do all their work. The idea behind it is that by putting organic matter in the two bits where I'm going to grow either my peas, I think this one's my peas and that's my mange too over there. By doing that, you sort of, with them being a legume, you're feeding them very early on. So that's what I'm going to try what Dan from the Allotment Diary did last year. He did on his pea cam, he put the peas in the guttering and grew them in these grow tunnel, polytunnel, sorry, in the gutter, and then took it out and then gradually pushed the bits right in. So I'm going to try the same. You can see this one here is filled there, still a little bit more organic matter there. Let's go around here. This is my purple sprouting broccoli. That's just coming on the other side of the fence. Around here. I don't know if that's just, if we can just, we'll try and focus in. Oh, sorry, bear with me. There. I don't know if that's some starting. I don't know if there's anything in the head of that. I think they probably started late as well, but we'll go and we'll just go back round here. I'm going to take you up rather and further up the garden in a second to show you something. So strawberries still there. Took out all the dead leaves and things like that off it yesterday, just to give them a chance. I don't know why, but all of a sudden there's about 15 seagulls appeared overhead. I hope they're not expecting me to feed them. So these are my blueberry bushes. Started them in pots. Leave them there. There's some more strawberries. They were just, I had too many to fit into my guttering that's on the shed, so they're just the remains. So let's go inside greenhouse. So we're in greenhouse now. As you can see, this is my garlic. Following the same way that Ian Knowlton said to do. And I'm going to follow Ian. I tried to, mind you, I've said in previous video, I did try last year to do this, but I think I had rubbish stock. So I had rubbish stock. So this is going. If you look at my video from last year, you'll see at this sort of time how, excuse my finger, how far, as in height, the stalks were. And you look at them now. There's a one at the very back that's a lot taller than the rest of them. But you look at the rest of them. Trade down. And you look at this, and, you know, I'm just looking at that and thinking, wow, they just seem to be happy. Just leave them like that, you know. When I don't know how easy this will be to show. And then you can see at the bottom the roots are peeking out at the bottom, so I'm fairly happy with that. So we'll just put that back up there. Right. So let's come back out again. Right. What I'm going to do is just, I don't think I've really ever shown you these before. These are me, and I say my rabbits, they're actually my wife's, Claire, her rabbits. That one there, Coco there, she was in essence a rescue when someone was having to get rid of her, so we took her. And then this one over here is Floppy Lop, or Tal, as the youngest step-lad named him, along with his girlfriend. These are my two rabbits and that. They all seem quite content. And here, I just wanted to show you what my wife has been really struggling with changing because we've got boxes to try and keep it this tidy, because you find in here, wind blows the sawdust. When we didn't have boxes, litter boxes for them, the sawdust just blew everywhere. And what I was doing before was we had these bolts attached to the litter box through there, and a wing nut. but it was really difficult. You can see there's not a big gap there. Now, I've just created this bit here. Oh, I'll need to kneel down for this, and I'll try and do it without covering the camera. Just bear with me. Right. Oh, excuse me. Oh, I need to do it this way. You can see, you just turn these, turn it to get it out and back again. And you never imagine that something as simple, really quite as simple as that, would make life so much easier. Right, let's head back. That we had a tree in there before, and there, that nice crescent there, crescent, quarter, whatever it is. What I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try and grow sort of pyramid style. So I have snapdragons. Oh, let me point it right, please. Snapdragons at the back, probably some geraniums in front of that, and maybe some pansies or something else in the front, just to make it look nicer. What other flowers? This one here has got lilies in it, and has had. This was given to us by my in-laws, or Claire's mum and dad here, and they come back each year, and for many years they just got decimated by the lily beetle. But the last year or so, I've been, as soon as there's a slightest sign of the lily beetles, I get them sprayed, and that's made them. Last year they were absolutely wonderful. I'll need to show you them later in the year. As usual, I'm just prattling on. So let's go this way and go back into the shed, and we'll have our usual little rant or something along those lines. So we'll just let you have a look. Yeah. Right. So thanks again for watching, folks. I would love anyone to give me advice on regarding my giant onions, because I really was hopeful of them. I'd love to know people who've planted Elsie, if they have planted Elsie, how they've actually done them, because I really don't know. Maybe is it rubbish compost? Is it just rubbish seeds? I don't know. You know, is Kelsey the better one to grow? You know, am I planting them too early? Or you know, it's one of these things where your mind goes round and round and round, because you keep thinking, oh, I could have done this different, could have done that different, and I keep thinking, oh, I'd have loved them to be success, but when you look at them, as you saw earlier in the video, it just doesn't appear to be working for me. When you look at it and compare it to the tomatoes, how well the tomatoes look, it's a really difficult one in my mind to work out what's going on. Right. As usual, I've prattled on and prattled on and prattled on. I don't know, hopefully, might do a video next week, don't know. The week after, there'll definitely be no video. So I'll probably try and do one next week, because in 2 weeks' time, the Model Railway Club that I'm a member of, we've got our annual show. So I'll be busy for the whole weekend, from the Friday through to Monday. So there won't be any chance for me to do anything related to the garden during that period. So hopefully I'll do one next week. If I do one next week, it will really just be potting on the tomatoes into bigger pots, or just checking the stuff. So right, prattled on enough. It's probably going to end about 14 minutes long, and people will be bored senseless listening to me. Excuse me, just burped there. You're probably bored senseless, so hopefully you haven't bored yet. Hopefully you've enjoyed watching that. Please comment away, I really do appreciate it. I do want to say one thing just before I go. Really, I want to really thank everyone who has subscribed to my channel, totally, and also the ones most recently. I don't know what's happened, but all of a sudden I think round about the new year I was around 30 mark, 30 subscribers. I'm now at 47 in less than about, sorry, not less than a month, just over a month, and I'm really pleased with that. You know, you always worry as a YouTuber whether people enjoy it, don't enjoy it, and that are just subscribers for the sake of being a subscriber, or a subscriber because they actually enjoy the updates and seeing how other people do. Because I know personally from me, I love watching what other people are up to, what things they do, because you know, I think everyone, that's a sort of radical thing to say, everyone. I think a lot of people think that everyone just has an allotment. They all do things as very similar, and when you watch all the videos, you know, I'm subscriber to I don't know how many channels. There's just a lot of ones that you watch that you realise, no, we don't all do things the same. You know, we do all things slightly different. You know, there's like myself, I've got mine in the bottom of my garden. You know, you've got people who have allotments, you've got people who've got massive gardens. So, you know, people who have allotments that appear in the middle of nowhere. Like Dan's appears to be in the middle, quite literally in the middle of nowhere. Yeah. So, you know, it's really fascinating just to watch and see what people are doing, and also enjoy seeing the successes they all have. And successes are good. We all have the failures as well, and that. So it's just really good to see that what people are up to. Right, I said, as I quite often say, oh, I'm not going to prattle on and all that, but then once again I have prattled on that. Right, enough of that, folks. That's all for today. Hope you enjoyed watching, and I really appreciate all of your views and my subscribers, and all the comments that you make. And I do try, don't always, but I do try and reply to them all. Memory's not my strongest point, so if I haven't replied to a comment you've made, please don't take it personally. That I have read it, and I do appreciate what you're doing. Right, folks, thanks very much for watching, and I'll catch you on my next video. Bye just now.